Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failure. Up next is the next Salvatore mission, Bomb to Base Part 1. I'm going to show you the stats just to point out how our percentage and attempts and missions passed numbers look. Let's see, 70% complete, 40 mission attempts, and 34 missions passed. We're going to talk about the stats again after the cutscene, but I'll point out in the cutscene, the first line of dialogue has no transcript, and Salvatore's mouth doesn't move. Check it out. Okay, so you can see the transcription starts up on the second line of dialogue, and Salvatore's mouth starts moving on the second line of dialogue. And the reason that it seems like he's broken during the first line of dialogue is something that I saw in the trivia section on the wiki for this mission. It says extra dialogue was added in the PC and mobile versions where Salvatore mentions that the family should fight the Colombian cartel but aren't strong enough due to being at war with the Triads. But it's not subtitles, and Salvatore doesn't lip sync with them. In the definitive edition, the subtitles are used, and Salvatore lip syncs with the extended line. So that was interesting. Okay, so even though that mission was just a cutscene, we'll see that our percentage has gone up, and our mission attempts has gone up, and our missions passed has gone up. Pretty simple. But anyway, you get 1 out of the 154 target points or whatever for just watching that cutscene. This game is easy. Okay, so now we're going to head over to the 8-ball marker located on the map. And something else I learned from the wiki in prepping for this video is that you don't have to do the 8-ball mission right now. You're not actually on a mission. You can see that the blue phone icon is there. You're going to see me use my Quicksave program, which I couldn't use if I were on a mission. So you could just do whatever, other missions or, um, like the vehicle side missions, like taxi driver. You could do the off-road missions, the RC car missions. Like you could do whatever you want. You don't have to come down here and do this 8-ball thing next. Okay, so we can see that 8-ball needs 100 grand, and he tells us to come back when we have the money. So I think we can cover his 100 grand bill, but you get that cutscene regardless, even if you have plenty of money. Here, I think I'm going to do like a save after that cutscene, which was like technically the start of Bomb to Base 1, sorry, 2. And then here I'm just showing you that the stats haven't changed here just from watching that particular cutscene. But again, we are not technically on a mission, even though we've just started Bomb to Base 2. Here, I just, that cut was time passing, just try to let the rain pass. Although, even though I thought the rain was done, it actually wasn't done. Okay, so we get a sniper rifle for our 100 grand. We are given 30 rounds of ammunition for that sniper rifle. Now, it turns out we have more than 10,000, so I think we were ready to go beforehand. But anyway, can't blame 8-ball for trying to make a profit. All right, so we are going to do this first attempt vanilla, just kind of showing you the standard way to do this. And I want to point out that the start of this video, I was already at Salvatore's mansion, which is not where I left things in the last video. After passing the mission, cutting the grass, we were sorry, not cutting the grass. Where were we on the last mission? Blowfish. We were no, cutting the grass is right. Okay, I got it. I got it. So we were down at Portland Docks at the end of that mission, and then I think that I left the last video there, so I just sort of forgot to record the next part of the video. But anyway, all I did was drive from Portland Docks up to Salvatore's in preparation for this video. Okay, so here is the next part of this mission. So the idea here is that we're supposed to take out all of the Colombian cartel gang members that are on this ship, this cargo ship. And so this cutscene is skippable, but I'll let it play out this first time just so we can see that they're showing us all of the gang members that are on the ship. And so we're supposed to get a good vantage point and use the sniper rifle. Turns out you could probably, I think you could just snipe them from like right here. Maybe you need to hop on the car. I don't know. Like you can see just about all of them. But we'll go up to where I think the game intends you to go, which is up on this roof. And even though there's no time limit given here on the screen, it's a timed mission because 8-ball is making his way towards the boat, whether we've taken out these cartel or not. And so he's somewhere off to the left. As soon as we start shooting, the cartel are alerted. And our job is to take these guys out before 8-ball makes his way up onto the ship because they will shoot him up and kill him pretty quick once enough time has passed and he's started to move forward on the ship. One thing I didn't mention after we did cutting the grass, so here we'll see that 8-Ball is there hiding from nobody, but anyway, that's his programmed route, and he's going to make his way to the right and then plant the bomb and have an epic cutscene where he runs off of the exploding ship just in time. Something I didn't mention during cutting the grass is a piece of trivia from the wiki that said that once you complete cutting the grass, then pedestrians will no longer appear in Portland Harbor. And so you can look around for this through this entire video, and you'll see that there's not a single pedestrian down in Portland Harbor. They just don't spawn there after cutting the grass. I don't know why that is. Is Portland Harbor like all of a sudden dangerous for pedestrians because we killed one person on Portland Harbor, Curly Bob? I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, pretty cool. I really like that cutscene, and it's kind of a fun mission. Okay, so in our next attempt, we're going to fail by shooting 8-Ball. So remember now, I've already saved after watching the cutscene at Salvatore's, and then I saved again after watching the cutscene at 8-Ball's. So he's already told us, when I reload the save, he's already told us that we need 100 grand and to come back. So let's come back. We'll get charged the 100 grand and be given the 30 sniper shells. And then we're going to shoot 8-Ball, see what happens. Boom. Sniper rifle activated. 8-Ball's been iced. Yes, he has. Fortunately, we could just turn right back around and 8-Ball is reincarnated. It's awesome. So this time I think we'll go for a belly shot. Boom. One shot. Two shots. 8-Ball's been iced again. All right, so we're going to reload because I don't like having extra fails for no reason. So here I've reloaded, I've started over, I've driven down here, and I haven't driven to the blue marker here at Portland Docks. You can see that it's still marked there in, I don't know, pink on the map. And so when you get really close to these guys, maybe they're nearsighted, they can't see us unless we're like within 10 feet, then they start shooting at you. Now, they haven't been alerted yet. We haven't failed for the guards being alerted until one of them dies. So you can't kill them early, I guess is the point of that fail state. Okay, so here's another attempt. I'm just gonna drive my way up onto the ship. And yeah, they take you out pretty quick. This is why you need to get rid of them before 8-Ball makes his way up on the ship. Okay, so here 8-Ball is not in the car. He's still back the green dot all the way over at his shop. So I wanted to see what would happen. Now I'm not going to fire a single shot, but surprisingly the guards are going to be alerted. I thought that they weren't alerted until you shot one of them. But I think I'm gonna, yeah, the guards are alerted, which is why I failed. Oh, I realize what happened now as I watched that. One of the guards, as he was shooting at me, accidentally shot a barrel right next to him, which blew up and killed him, and that's why the guards were alerted. I got it. Okay, here I have not started the mission at all, and I just wanted to show you, you can come up here and explore the ship to your heart's content without any Colombians there. But obviously, once this mission is completed, you won't be able to explore that ship anymore because it sinks. Okay, let's see, more fun with trains. I don't know, it's called GTA. Maybe it's like good train attempts. I'm not sure, but we do a lot of stuff with trains. All right, so we're fast forwarding. We're going to skip the Chinatown stop, and we're going to get off at St. Mark's. And then my plan was a nice walk. It's a beautiful day. Just a nice walk from the St. Mark station over to Portland Docks. And then it turns out you can proceed with the mission by walking into the blue marker at Portland Docks. You don't need to be in a car. I'm not going to show that in this video because my boy 8-Ball here failed to be able to follow me without dying. My goodness, we just need some safety training here associated with the subway. Okay, so here I'm going to, instead of like sniping all of these guys, we're going to try to run and gun and blast these fools. But I intended to not do such a great job with it. I wanted to see 8-Ball die on the ship from getting shot. So I'm going to kill a few of these guys, and it's fine to kill them as soon as you go into that blue marker right behind us here at Portland Docks. So 8-Ball is somewhere off to my left, and I'm just kind of waiting, and then we'll start shooting some of the cartel. There's 8-Ball right there, carefully making his way, and again, immediately getting shot at. These cartel are more interested in 8-Ball than they are in me. All right, so they're shooting him pretty successfully. He does, 8-Ball does have some health, so he can take a few hits, a few bullets. Here he's going to teleport onto the bridge. I thought he was stuck, but he'll make it. There we go. Nice job. And then I think he's going to get blasted to bits real quick right up here. There he is. Mission fail. 8-Ball's been iced. Yes, he has. I'm getting iced too. So here I'm just going to run around a little bit on the ship, and then we're going to see that these guys all despawn once I get far enough away. So like the mission has failed, right? So like they don't need to be there anymore, and they don't chase me actively. They were just shooting me because I was conveniently located, but you can see they're all gone now. Okay, next up, because we have an NPC that will follow us into a car, we're going to so everything is gone except for poor 8-Ball's leg. Sorry, bud. Rest in peace. All right, so we are going to try to do the no collision glitch here. So we've got 8-Ball in the front passenger seat, and then we can do the crusher thing as usual and see what happens. So one thing that's going to happen, I don't know if I fast forward or I just cut. I think I just cut here. Yeah, so you can see it's a collision-free car. And then we just cut and make our way here. And again, when we fall in blue hell, we're going to get the fake message, "You've dropped your main man." We got the same thing with Misty when we had her in the limo one time. And we fell into blue hell. I think that was for Chaperone. Okay, so these guys don't see me. Now I can't get out and run around. These guys do see me, so I guess I pass within their radius. Now I'm not going to shoot anything. I'm just going to drive it through the containers here. And they're not actively chasing me, but they're going to get alerted for some reason, even though I'm like way over here. I don't know why. So anyway, mission failed there, and then I'm just going to drive around on the ship. 8-Ball's not here anymore. Obviously, he just despawns as soon as you as soon as you fail the mission. And then I'm going to fall like essentially down into blue hell because there's not going to be hit detection on the floor at the front of the ship here, but there's water in the ship. Check this out. We're going to fall down in the water. We're still inside the hull of the ship, right? But they've got some leak down here, and I tried like spamming the get out of vehicle button. Didn't work. I'm trying to do drive-bys. Nothing works, and I drowned on the ship. That's probably quite unusual. Okay, so here's my final attempt at this, and my plan is to just use a weaker weapon to run and gun and actually be up there on the ship before 8-Ball is up there, and just see if we keep him safe and potentially take some hits myself. All right, so while we watch this mission, we got lots of stuff to read about Bomb the Base. All right, so first, Bomb the Base Part 1. The wiki says that Salvatore, in the cutscene, the opening cutscene, Salvatore promises to make Claude a, quote, made man upon completion of this mission, even though Claude is not Italian, as pointed out by Joey and Cipriani's chauffeur. When Joey introduces Claude to Cipriani, he says, Joey says he ain't Italian, but he can get things fixed. Under the code of Cosa Nostra, this is like mafia law, non-Italians cannot be made. Also, real members of the mafia are only eligible to be made after about 10 to 20 years of experience with the mafia, and this is only the third time that Salvatore is meeting Claude, so it seems a bit fast. However, revelations in the upcoming mission, Last Request, could imply that Salvatore was simply lying to Claude in order to earn his trust and manipulate his loyalty. The title of this mission seems to be a reference to the English musician Bomb the Bass, that's B-A-S-S, bass. And then that's all we have to say about Bomb the Bass Part 1. And now here, Bomb the Bass Part 2. The reward is 150 grand. Oh, again, to unlock the the first Bomb the Bass, we needed to do 2 missions. We needed to have completed cutting the grass and blowfish. And there's no cash reward. The only thing finishing Bomb the Bass Part 1 does is unlock Bomb the Bass Part 2. Okay, so here we are, me and 8-Ball against the world. Okay, so Bomb the Bass Act 2 completes unlocks Last Request, which is going to be the last Salvatore mission and the last mission we can do on Portland for the Mafia anyway. And the reward is 150 grand. Note that we had to spend 100 grand. Here I'm shooting 8-Ball just to tell him, hey, let's get a move on it. I got stuff to do. So even though we were clearly on the ship and we should be visible in this cutscene, we're not. We're going to be teleported off the ship. And also we don't die from being on the ship during that cutscene. We spent 100 grand for some sniper ammo that we didn't need, and then we were given 150 grand. So net gain of 50 grand for passing that mission, but you need to have 100 grand in order to start it. Okay. Also note that if you fail the mission, so here I'm just showing you that the stats have gone up because we've completed part two, bomb to base. So even though it's a 50 grand net gain from completing and passing this mission, it's just only true if you pass it on your first attempt, right? I think um, if you fail it, that means you've already spent 100 grand. Then you go back and retry. Don't reload your save, but like just go back and retry, even though you've already failed it. And then you spend another 100 grand. So now you spent 200 grand, but the reward for passing is only 150 grand. So it's only a net gain if you can pass it your first time through, or reload your save until you pass it the first time through. Okay, and now some trivia about part two here as I drive up to Salvatore's. I think I'm also going to pause and stop and get my armor refilled. But anyway, just getting ready for the next mission. Here's from the wiki about Bomb the Base Act 2. The container ship used by the Colombian cartel shares the same textures as a ship in Vice City docked in Vice Port. And then a ship very similar to the one destroyed in this mission can be seen in GTA 4 as a deteriorated wreck located off the west coast of Actor Industrial Park. That's pretty cool, like a nod to that wrecked ship that is presumably just going to be hanging out there under the water for a long, long time. And then finally, this is the only time the cartel cruiser appears in Portland, excluding potentially firefighter and vigilante missions. We'll see plenty of cartel cruisers on the other two islands we already have because we've gotten there illegally. Okay, so that is Bomb to Base Acts 1 and 2. That leaves only one mission remaining here on, whatchamacallit, Portland Island. So we're going to tackle that in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.